world of Smash Bros, there are two different kinds of people. The first group of people are content with playing casually with their friends, but the second group of people aren't so satisfied. Competitive players. These players love the idea of getting better and better until you've reached your limit, trying to be the best they can possibly be. And while these people have been playing for years, I wanted to see what would happen if I trained as hard as them, if not harder, for one single week. There is a Smash Bros tournament held every Wednesday in South Australia. Because of this, I've decided to start my challenge on a Wednesday, so that I can enter a tournament at the start and end of the week. I should probably also start this video off with mentioning that I main Young Link and I'm just out of Elite Smash. On day 1, I didn't really get to practice too much because I had the tournament. I was a bit nervous, but I knew that this was only going to be used to mark my skill level, so I could see how much I improved by the end. And it went, well, let's just say it went differently to what I expected. So I started the set on Hollow Bastion. I was able to get the last pick, so I picked it because it's one of the maps I'm most confident in. Unfortunately, I was able to get the bounce, which did throw me off quite a bit. Luckily for me, it wore off pretty quickly and I was able to get him off stage, but then a kaboom dragged me in from the ledge and somehow killed me. But unfortunate, but we were able to even up the game straight afterwards. Then it went evenly for pretty much the rest of the game, and then I got hit by a Hatchet Man. Very annoying. He fully charged the F smash and was able to kill me super early. That was a bit unfortunate. We did have a little bit of a laugh about it, but deep down, I was super mad. But luckily for me, I was winning the next game. I was doing well. What could possibly go wrong? And another Hatchet Man, losing me the game and the set. Went down into losers and lost to a player named Armor, ending my tournament run. They play Kirby and they're just really good. I wasn't too disappointed about that match, but the first set really got me. Wait a second. This was a complete success. I mean, I figured out what I needed to improve, and now I can go along with this challenge knowing exactly what I'm going to do. And you know, I didn't even expect anything from this tournament anyways. I expected to completely flop, just as I did. Day 2, the first real day of training. While looking for games on the SA Smash Discord server, the 18th best in the whole state offered to play. And even though I showed a lot of clips of me killing him earlier, I didn't win a single game out of the hour that we played. After we finished our matches, he was kind enough to lend me some tips. Things like using up B out of shield more, or nairing instead of up smashing. And I'll be honest, I didn't actually do too much more that day. I mean, I played a little bit of online, but I had school and I kind of wanted to get to sleep early, so I didn't feel unmotivated the next day. On day 3, I got into contact with H-Time again, but instead of just playing with him, someone else wanted to play. And if you didn't know, Con is the second best player in the entire state, which means even though I was trying my hardest, I still didn't win a single game, which was to be expected. The main takeaway from this is that after I left, H-Time left this encouraging message that made me feel like this challenge was actually going somewhere, which definitely helped going into Day 4 and 5 were going to be on the weekend, so I had a plan. On day 4 I was going to train as hard as I've ever trained before, and day 5 I would have a rest day. But instead of just playing aimlessly online, I was going to train properly. You see, before this challenge even started, I asked some people from the SA Smash Discord if playing for a week would even do anything. And instead of just getting a yes or no answer, They gave me some insane insight on how to improve efficiently. They even sent me a video which helped out a lot during this challenge. It's a good video, you should check it out. But I'll give a quick summary here in this video. The 3 main points in this video is that you need to practice more, your autopilot needs some work, and you need to be mentally prepared. They also gave some other insights, such as writing down exactly what I want to improve. Things such as neutral, pressing advantage, or even getting out of disadvantage. Using these tips, I knew I'd be ready. I started my day with some light work online, really focusing on my neutral game. But then I turned my focus to some online friendlies. Got in contact with someone named Bilby, and also Yeah, who, if you didn't know, is the 17th best in South Australia. We played some Young Link Dittos and I ended up having a lot of fun. But it wasn't just that I was having fun. I felt like I was improving with every game, something I had never experienced before. I played with them for a few hours before Yaya had to leave, so it was just me and Bilby, and we were actually evenly matched. And that definitely inspired me to play a lot longer. We ended up playing for about 3 hours. And yeah, that was basically all I did for that day. I mean, it was some pretty hard training and I was very focused on making sure this time was used efficiently. As said earlier, day 5 was a break day for me, and while I played a little bit of online, I was mainly just focusing on recovering from the previous day. Day 6, probably the hardest day for me as I was just so tired still. I don't even know why. It's like I was still recovering from day 4, but I couldn't have a break, I had to keep playing. Instead of waking up and jumping straight to play some Smash Bros, I woke up and dragged myself out of bed and just tried to play some online. Unfortunately for me, I just couldn't stay motivated to play, and I ended up getting off after playing less than 5 matches. Something just didn't feel right. And that was gonna be it for that day. But then something happened. My friend XQ Tropics messaged me because he wanted to play. I don't have the message unfortunately, but you're just gonna have to believe me. And reluctantly turned on my Switch and logged on to Smash Bros. But instead of having no fun like I anticipated, I enjoyed myself. I had a good time. And no, I wasn't playing Young Link, and no, I wasn't trying to improve. And I wasn't even focused on having fun or anything. I just was having fun. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was just talking to my friend as we played some Smash Bros. And so we ended up playing for 3 whole hours, and the only reason I didn't play more is because I had to get off. And with that, I was ready to train somewhat seriously the next day. Day 7, the final day before the tournament. I didn't really have anything planned, so I just played some Elite Smash. And even though I was playing by myself, I was actually enjoying myself once again. I was playing Young Link, but I wasn't really forcing myself to get better or anything. Basically a chill day. I was feeling a whole lot better than I was day 6. Overall, had a great time. And that concludes the actual week of Smash Bros. Now to cover the tournament, or day 8. My first set was against Lyoko, who was the 21st best in South Australia. I went into this match with one key thing in mind: focus on my neutral. I mean, it could be classified as spamming projectiles, but I just needed to not go in all the time. Despite my best efforts, his ledge trapping and edge guarding was really good. I just couldn't get off the ledge. And it really didn't help that Young Link has a bad recovery. Even though I was trying to wall him out with projectiles, when I did decide to go in, he would just outspace me with his sword, and I didn't really know how to get around it. Game 2, I went to Hollow Bastion. As said in the last tournament, I'm very confident on this stage. And also like last tournament, I was doing really well. I mean, I was winning. And not by a small amount either. I was winning by quite a decent margin. Feeling good. I was feeling great even. I thought I had a decent chance of winning this. But then he started to pull the match back. And eventually, it was completely even. But then it got worse. He started winning. His math was so good, he could block me out whenever he wanted, the ledge trapping and the edge guarding. Young Link's recovery isn't that good. I didn't know what to do. And eventually, I missed the tech. And I lost. Because I didn't hit the shield button one time. This was devastating. Had my efforts been for nothing? Have I tried so hard this entire week only to achieve nothing? No. I mean, I went from easily losing to not even a ranked player, to rivaling a top 25 player. I mean, that's a pretty good achievement in 1 week. And it's not all bad. I mean, if this video does well, I'll definitely do a part 2, maybe go for a second week, maybe a month, you know, whatever. So, should you try this yourself? I mean, I wouldn't, but if you want to, then I guess, sure. I definitely don't advise it though. Anyways, that's gonna be it from me. Like and subscribe or whatever, just, you know, if you liked it. Yeah, there's really nothing else to say, just goodbye.